This is Kim Manahan coming to you from Wesley College for the Whetstone, where Christine O'Donnell spoke last Friday to a group of students, faculty, and locals to the Dover community. After the speech, the Whetstone was given a chance to sit down and interview Miss O'Donnell one-on-one regarding her campaign and the political issues surrounding it. During this interview, we got to ask Miss O'Donnell a variety of topics, including why she feels that as college students we should vote for her.
I'm asking students to vote for me because I want to be a politician who will put the next generation ahead of the next election. I want to do what is right for future generations to make America strong again, to make America what she once was.
We then asked how she thinks that students can make a difference in their community by going out and voting.
College students have a voice louder than they realize. That's what I said. I got involved in politics when I was in college, and quite by happenstance, by working the polls to earn, working the political polls to earn some extra money, and realizing that I had an opinion about what we were talking about. So I think if anyone wants to get involved, don't be intimidated. Just step up. Start asking questions. Especially at Wesley, there are teachers who want to be there to help you. Talk to the teachers and just say, how do I get involved? How do I vote? There are so many student activities that you can get involved with. So just make that step forward. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be embarrassed if you don't have all the answers. And ask questions, and that's how you'll get involved.
I also asked Ms. O'Donnell to clarify some things that she said last week during a debate between her and her opponent Chris Coons at the Widener Law School. I asked her if she feels that knowledge of the Constitution is important for a U.S. Senator.
Absolutely, but the priority needs to be the Bill of Rights, and the fact that my opponent couldn't name the 5 basic freedoms protected in the First Amendment is much more shocking. Not only knowledge of the Constitution, but a commitment to adhere to the Constitution, and that is my commitment, that I will use the Constitution as a litmus test by which I cast every vote. My opponent said that, it's pretty much an irrelevant document these days, and tried to use it against me, that I think the powers of the federal government should be limited to that which is in our Constitution. And I think that's the problem in Washington, that so many of our leaders on both sides of the aisle have strayed from the constitutional principles on which our country was founded.
During the Widener debate, Ms. O'Donnell admitted that a portion of her campaign funding goes towards paying her rent because they still use the townhouse as a campaign mini headquarters. I asked her what % of the rent is paid by campaign funding and what campaign-related activities go on in her townhouse.
None of my rent is paid by campaign funding.
Have you noted that you still use some of the campaign funding to pay for the rent because there are campaign-related activities that go on in the townhouse, such as boarding?
That's a mischaracterization of what's going on. The campaign rents a townhouse, and our staff lives in that townhouse, and we use the downstairs as an office. We have several townhouses in that complex that our staff lives in. As I stated at the debate, it's a mischaracterization of what's going on. My opponent can't stand on his record, so he's twisting irrelevant facts. Facts like we pay for housing for our out-of-state staffers.
We will also be having Chris Coons, the Democratic nominee for the Senate seat of Delaware, speaking at Wesley this coming Tuesday. The Whetstone will be having a one-on-one interview with Coons as well to ask him about his campaign and his views on political issues. Make sure you visit our website at www.whetstone.wesley.edu for more information. This has been Kim Manahan for the Whetstone. Have a good day.